Welcome everybody, it's Diorama Don here once more, and today's subject is of a simple archway, an archway leading into a German town with my cardboard Sherman tank coming through the archway and trampling the banners there on the floor. So quite easy to make and very compact, doesn't need to be a big area. So let's get on and show you how I made it. So let's make a start. I'm using 2mm thick cardboard. I normally use 3mm, but my supplies have run out for the time being. They will be getting more in, so I'm using 2mm, but that's perfectly okay. If you can only find very thin card, 1mm, then by all means stick two pieces together. PVA glue, heavy book overnight, no problem. You can use cornflake packets or packaging of any kind. Is normally maybe a little less than 1mm, but you can stick pieces together to make up 2mm. The back of drawing pads, the support cardboard, the back of A3 size drawing pads, normally cardboard of some kind of thickness. So 2mm. I've marked out the arch that I want. Again, people are accusing me of not telling them sizes. I've made this 8 inches wide or 20 centimeters that way, and the height is 10 inches or 25.5 centimeters. So that's going to be big enough for my Sherman tank is going to come through the archway there, so that's going to be nice and big enough. So we need two pieces because there's going to be a roof on the top. A bit more. There's going to be a roof on the top, so the front is going to be the back is going to be higher than the front to allow for a sloping roof at the back there, on the top there. So we've marked out our arch as we want it. Then what I did was with another piece the same size as the actual arch, if I can put that back to where it was, like so. So I had a piece of card that size, then marked out the outside of the arch where the stones and the keystone will be, then marked from where my compass point was to make the arc of the arch. Are you with me? I can use that same compass point to use that to mark out where the stones will be. So a line coming from the compass point out to the stones, and that will mark it out quite accurately. Then I took out the groove. The way that I do it is a 45 degree angle cut one way, 45 degree cut the angle the other way, and then take out the middle piece, and that gives the impression then of dressed stone. Then when that was done, then I cut it out. So cut that away, and I was left then with that shape, which when I put on my arch there, it will be the right size. And I've got all my stones in the right position, and these will sit on the bottom. Wow, is that the right way? Yeah, no. That's like that, with the bigger dress stone at the bottom there. So that gives me my arch automatically, if you like, without having to bother working out how big the stones are, where they go, what angles all these are. It's done all for me. So I'll stick that on there and them on there. And then at the top, I'll put this arrangement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, kind of like that. This will be the wooden black bits. I don't know what you call them. Supports. Very intrinsic on German buildings, normally, like that, if you know what I mean. I don't know, what would you... The timbers set into the building. So support timbers, that's what they must be called, surely. I don't know. So that will be the front then of the arch. I think what I might do, because when I made my German style house 2 or 3 videos ago, these support timbers didn't work out that well. So what I might do is put my grout, my usual grout render, if you like, all around the edge there, that will include a bit of PVA glue for it to stick to the cardboard, and then press when these are already painted black first of all, and then dry, and then press them into the grout, into my render. I think that might be the way to go. I'll let you know if it is the way to go, whether it is or not, but I'll try it and see what happens. Otherwise, you've got to put these on and then put the grout in between the spaces, which doesn't look good. There isn't like a definition between the grout or the render and the timbers. So if I do it and it works, you'll see what I'm talking about better, I hope. So that's the front of the arch, and then these will be at the sides. These will be at the sides, with the front overlapping the side like that. Can you see? Okay, it'll be like that, but the inside will be this side of the cardboard, like that. It will make the cardboard thicker, like that. Sorry, make the edge of the cardboard thicker, like that. So that when I put this piece in, which I don't know the size yet, it's going to have to be trial and error. It'll be that wide, obviously, but then when I put it, it will sit nicely onto the exposed piece of card there. I think that's right. It's one of those things that you don't really know until you start to do it. So I'll put all these bits and pieces together and then come back and we'll take it to the next stage. Okay, so I put everything together. It went together quite well, actually. That wasn't too much of a problem to put that arch in there. The bend on the cardboard wasn't too much of a bend. Put my stones all ready and completed, just stuck them straight on, and we've got our shape of our arch. So I'll give it a coat of wall filler, watered down wall filler, just to give it a base then for when I put my coloured grout on. Then I will put a red coloured grout all over and then press these pieces in like so. Press it into the grout. I think that's the way to go. We'll see. I've made the diorama base for it, 2 pieces of 3/4 polystyrene, just stuck those together, and they will sit on there like so. Are you seeing this? Yeah. And then that's just big enough for my Sherman to come through the arch. It doesn't need to be any bigger than that. That's all that's required, really. So it's a very small area, but quite very effective. I think it will be. So I'll carry on and do the undercoat and the grouting, and stick these on, paint them black and stick them on, and we'll see what it looks like then. So we've got a completed arch now. I painted the outside stones and the inside arch in a grey grout, and then for the outside I used the same grout that I used to make my bricks, but that's generally too orange, too bright a colour. So I added some black paint to the grout to make it a lot darker, and that turned out a lot better. Then I put a black wash over the top anyway to give it a more weathered look. So it looks a lot more weathered now. Put my timbers into the grout, press them into the grout. That turned out to be a success. And the roof as well, that was a grey grout, and then just a black wash over the top. So we've got an arch, our archway into the town. The base, I made the sides just slightly higher than the 2 3/4 pieces of polystyrene that I stuck together. That gave me the shuttering then to lay the flat grey grout on the top, and then marked out my cobblestones, and then filled in with a different coloured grout, and then a black wash again over the top. But I have other videos of how I do my cobbled street. So we've got the street, we've got the arch. If you can see, yeah. So that looks okay. So with my famous now cardboard tank that I still haven't shown you how I made, but the tank will sit something like that. And then I made a couple of these banners that were either side of the archway there, but have now been trampled on by the American Sherman. So we'll put those something like that, or like that. There we go. So that's the completed diorama. Very, very small, doesn't take up much room, and yet very effective. A good subject really for a diorama, I think. Nice and easy to make it was. So thank you very much for watching this video. There will be more videos coming along in the next few days. In the meantime, please subscribe to the channel. You'll be informed when the new videos come along. So again, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, happy modelling.